Chicago to start out. Here we have two first-year head coaches, Steve. That being said, how long does it take for teams to learn a new system under these new coaches?
Kevin, is easy. You have a veteran team, less time. If you have a younger team, it could take some time. You just have to be patient if you have younger guys.
I think some of us saw this announcement coming after the month MP's end. Now, officially, he was named the Rookie of the Month.
Hard work paying off. Recognition like this is so encouraging for a young talent. It might even push MP to take his game up another level.
Don't let MP get hot from there. He can turn it up.
DeRozan against Washington. They grab their own miss. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's the Hornets with the ball. And here's MP for three. Here's Richards. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Another miss by DeRozan.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And that one's good. Richards.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
It's good. But here we have a huge moment for MP with in-season awards. He took home his first Player of the Month in his career.
And to win Player of the Month, you need to be a special talent. MP showed he can put forth sustained greatness with his play.
Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, we're just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
And Chicago has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. White finds Beverly. Drummond sets the screen for Beverly. Washington against Drummond. Back to Beverly. Outside Levine. To the inside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Up in his playmaking skills. When Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And no grit. Just keep playing the right way. Stay aggressive and try to battle back.
Bulls trail by 9. Outside White. DeRozan a screen on MP. White dishes to Drummond. And again, Chicago turns it over.
This is what we do. Each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Chicago making some changes. Javonte Green, he's checked in for DeRozan. Alex Caruso comes in for White. And it's Dosumu in for Patrick Beverly. The Hornets also with a sub. Oubre's checked in.
Well, it's something that only a handful of players have to deal with. Getting booed on draft night. Never a great feeling, but it can act as a motivator.
And hopefully, Greg, that's how MP has used it as motivation. The player feels like they're in a losing situation. But MP is doing everything he can to win over the fans. And here is Caruso. Following the three-pointer by MP. Levine against Oubre. Back to Caruso. 4 on the shot clock. On the wing, Levine. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Charlotte leading by 13. Washington passes the ball. And here's MP for 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And the pass to Levine. 27 seconds left to play in the first. That one falls.
I mean, a great decision by Zach LaVine. Could have forced one up, but he's trying to keep his teammates involved.
Ball kicks to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
For 3.
MP's got 23.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the paint, here's Drummond, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
Washington sets the pick for Ball, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is.
At the end of the first quarter with the score, the Bulls 14, the visiting team 32.
And again,
Substitution on the court.
Drummond's checked in for Javonte Green. Dean comes in for Alex Caruso, and it's White in for Bembry. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. P.J. Washington comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Ogier. And MP subbed in for Ball. On the court for Charlotte, Cody Martin is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Oubre. Then it's MP. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And watching MP out there, he's slowly starting to win over the fan base, Greg, of this team.
To call it an uphill battle would be an understatement, but he goes out and just does what he can to control what he does, and getting fans to get behind you takes time.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. Pass to Dosunmu. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Richards passes to Martin. Here's Washington. And it's the Hornets another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Dosunmu. Drummond trying to get himself free. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A 3 from MP. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Talent on full display for MP. This guy's putting on a clinic.
Here's Dosunmu. They get the rebound, and that one's good. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Hornets on top, just dominating this one. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
66.
Check. Did you enjoy testing your star power against other greats in the league?
Yeah, but...
And circling back to the game at hand, guys, and that concludes.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
White and Levine on the wings. DeRozan out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And it's Beverly missing. Charlotte shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. And Hayward at the stop.
There's an example of MP making everyone around him better.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Launches it. And again, Chicago. No good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
MP outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
3 points.
Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Levine kicks to Drummond. Back to Levine. Passes to White. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech.
And again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And it's Drummond with the jam.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Hayward passes to MP. Connects again from distance.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness. He's showing there. The team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys,
and DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. DeRozan passes to White. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's DeRozan. And again, no good by Chicago.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Here's White. That's tipped.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
MP and DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. The Bulls shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Bean passes to DeRozan. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Shot on the wing. Goes back up. And that one's good. Richards got 8.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's White. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there may not be a lot. And so it's the Hornets taking care of it.
That's the end of the game.